one of the good initiative, one of the good outcome from people having to take some of the money from account 3 is that they could actually use it for their emergency fund.
Yes.
Or if there's anything happen, okay, they do not have to dip into getting loans. I think that is the major factor among Malaysians, because once you have cash flow problems, then they will go to credit card. Once they go credit card, then you will end up in a debt. Hello everyone, my name is Priscilla, licensed financial planner from Mula Advisory. So here today we have Louis, Head of Research from Malacca Securities, and we are going to do some of the updates that we have regarding the EPF Account 3. So, Louis, for EPF Account 3, we have firmed up some of the details, okay, at the moment. One of the most significant details is that a lot of people are thinking that they can actually opt in into this account 3, and then when people say that opt in, they are also thinking that they can opt out, but actually they can't. So now that they can't opt out, right, what do you think about this, having this account 3 for those that is applicable for Malaysians?
I think the opt-in and opt-out, earlier on we did discuss about it, because I thought that this would be a very messy operation. If they want to opt out, then 50% of the people would have account 1 and 2, but another 50% of people want to opt in, they have 1, 2, 3. So it will be very messy. So I thought of the EPF would not do the opt-in and opt-out option, but I would prefer that whatever they want to use for the account 3, they can take it out, and if they want to save, they can save it to back into the whatever EPF account, or they can actually invest in some other places. So perhaps if you think that EPF account always will give you about 5 to 5.5. I mean, they promise 2% is the minimum.
2.5%, according to the mandate lah.
So if they want to get more than 2% return, perhaps they can put into some of the banking stocks. That is my advice to them, because I think that if they want more returns but also safe returns, they want to go for the big caps, which is the top 30 counters in Malaysia. But what is your view on this?
So my view is that with these opt-in options, people having account 3, right? There are definitely pro and cons in that lah. One of the cons is that Malaysians having no discipline, but I would say majority of Malaysians is that their money is that there's money available for them. Most likely they will take it out. So we have to also understand EPF is actually for our retirement.
Correct.
So which is why a lot of Malaysians are saying that retirement is already not enough. You are actually letting people to withdraw. What is the intention behind? Actually, those people that complains are the ones that are having a comfortable life. Okay.
Wow.
So we also need to the government will also need to put support for those in the lower wages. Okay.
Exactly.
So I would say one of the good initiative, one of the good outcome from people having to able to take some of the money from account 3 is that they could actually use it for their emergency fund, or if there's anything happen, okay, they do not have to dip into getting loans. I think that is the major factor that is having among Malaysians, because once you have cash flow problems, then they will go to credit card. Once they go credit card, then you will end up in a debt spiral with personal loan. So in that sense, the government is trying to avoid this kind of situation happening more often lah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. When majority of the Malaysians are doesn't have discipline, will actually take up more credit cards, loans, and things like that. So I think education is very, very important. So in this scenario, I think Priscilla certainly will be able to help and assist most of the Malaysians to achieve sort of like a financial freedom going forward. As a financial planner, certified financial planner, that is her job to actually give education to the public. So that is very important. But at the same time, I believe that if a person that you don't really want to do forced savings, you can put in money, then they will segregate into this account 1, 2, 3. Then again, you can redo the part of the account 3 again, withdraw out, park it again. Then you get a constant of re-contribution to get most of the money get into the account 1 and 2, so that you force saving in that manner.
Yeah, because a lot of people, right, when they think that, I got account 3, but I don't want the account 3, correct? Then they will park some of the money back into, they're thinking that, account 3 I don't want, I put it back to account 1. But it doesn't work that way. It is still following that if, let's say, you have some 10,000 ringgit in account 3 lah. Okay, this 10,000 ringgit will then be segregated 75% into account 1, 15% to account 2, and the remaining of 10% into account 3. So if really you do not want any money in account 3, you have to do it consistently like that lah. So
but there will be a risk lah. If just in case you really need the emergency fund, then perhaps you might not be able to, take out
at least
most
you
of
have
them.
that there.
Yeah.
So long you have the discipline to not touch it, then I don't see a problem with that lah. So a lot of people are also confused is that, how much I can take for this account 2 to account 3. From what I read from the website is that from EPF website, you can actually have a one-time chance for you to transfer some of your money from account 2 to account 3 in the period of between 12 May to 31st August. So in that sense, if right now you are running into certain cash flow issues or having some of the loans, especially credit card loans, these days a lot of clients come to me is asking about credit card, assistance, and at the same time their credit score is very bad, so they can't do their balance transfer, they can't do refinancing. So this is actually one option you can consider, to use part of your account 2 to settle some of your credit card debt. That is running 12 to 18%. So
might as well you take the money out, then you settle some of the debt, so you don't have to pay so much interest.
That's right. Because your EPF is only around 5% like that lah. So you use a 5% return to settle something 12 to 18%. It makes more financial sense in a sense.
That's correct.
Yeah. So if let's say we take out account 3, right? Certain people would like to say, EPF is not doing so well in terms of the investments. So what's your take about this, taking some of the EPF account 3 to make investments?
So I think firstly, EPF does protect our money quite well. They are actually having a very good, strong track record, above 4%, 5% return, or dividends they call it, per annum. So I think that in my view, if they really want to use that funds, 10% of their account 3, 10% of their EPF contribution to park under some of these investments, certainly I would recommend them, go for all these banking stocks or even high dividend yield counters, but make sure it is legit. How do I define legit? Is make sure they have growth in terms of their earnings, make sure they are good in terms of their big in terms of their market cap. So I would prefer those that is under the top 30 counters, which is the largest top 30 corporations in Malaysia. Then I will be more comfortable putting their money in. So basically I want to have, because EPF is also considered quite safe, if I'm taking that money out, I want to be safe as well, so I will park under the top 30 counters.
Yeah, or alternatively is that if you do not want to use an account 3 to invest, you can actually also, because sometimes you invest already, right? Then you get your returns, then you don't put it back, correct? So if you still want to instill that this investment is for retirement, you can always use your account 1 to do investment, but also through only approved institution, which you can be doing it through KWSBI Invest by buying some of the mutual funds that is approved by EPF lah. So in that sense is that you buy already, once you reach your target, then you sell it and it will go back to your account 1. So you don't have the chance to actually touch the money if you have no discipline for investments lah. So the thing here is that a lot of people, when it comes to using account 1 to buy mutual funds, right? They always think that they have to go through agents.
Oh, okay.
But actually agents, you don't have to go through agents. You can do it yourself at KWSBI Invest and 0% sales fee.
Well, that's a pretty amazing deal.
As compared to you go with agent, they charge you 3%,
Okay. That's a huge difference.
Yes,
okay.
Because people think that 3% never mind lah, correct or not? But then, you are also looking fund a place to put your money in a place that is able to give you 3% return, right? So why are you giving this 3% freely to other people?
Yeah, exactly. So if you are getting 5% in a year, but perhaps you are getting just 2% net.
Yeah,
right?
net only. So it's not worthwhile in that sense lah. I think that's the sort of the update that we have for this account 3. I mean, it's going to just a very short one, but again, a lot of people this understanding is that the account 3 will be same dividend.
Yeah, okay. So on dividend side, right, I would say that EPF already said that they wouldn't have any discrepancy in terms of dividends lah.
But that is from a Twitter reply lah.
Okay. But still, I take it as a
official lah. But there could be a chance that because just started, we don't know what's going to happen in the next few months. Maybe they will change it. We don't know. So perhaps just give it some time to evaluate how it goes lah.
I believe that on the dividend side, it should be status quo, but the effective dividends that they might be getting in the future might be lesser. So the idea is because right now EPF needs to take into account of this withdrawal, and therefore when they have this 10% that they need to be liquidated when people wants to withdraw, this might be a challenge for EPF to maintain the 5.5 or that kind of returns, because they always have to think that they can only use up to 90% to invest and 10% for people to withdraw, and therefore the effective funds that they are able to use is 90%. So that's why the effective dividend rate might be lower because of this. It's not because they want to reduce the dividend for you, but because I think the operational side of things, they can use 90% of it only.
But then again, right, back then before we have this 3 account, it's already 70% account 1 and 30% account 2. And this account 2 is already readily able to withdraw for certain situation. So in that sense, I wouldn't think that it will be greatly affected because right now, last time 70% account 1, now 75%. So in that sense, we are also compensated through the account one which have larger amount. So I don't think that it will be greatly impacted, but let's see next year when they declare the dividend and how it goes down. So I think for now that will be the update for this account 3. If you like this content, please do follow, like and share this video. This is Priscilla from Mula Advisory, and
my name is Louis Lau, and see you again in the next video.
Bye.